trying to keep students interested in the GD&T class. But to hear your guys' testimonial that they really need to be paying attention to her and to 1060, how to dimension apart. I mean, they seem like easy things, but in the end, you guys really address that it's not an easy thing, and it's a challenge.
Thank you.
Come teach my class.
No.
I had a comment too. The rest of you would probably do really well to look at Michelle's lab book. It was her lab book was exceptionally done well, very well organized, and she had about twice as much. Looks like she did about twice as much work as everybody else. She documented everything.
Well, but that does really reflect what she did. Michelle really did do a lot of work.
Yeah, and I saw her out in the lab a lot, but just really, you know, you guys take a look at her lab book, because that should be how it should be out in the industry.
Okay.
Quick comment on the also on the log book. I only saw one that was actually signed every day. Michelle's, everybody else is going to sign. I don't see anybody's signature saying that their pages are complete, nor do those become legal documents at that point. And the logbook is a legal document on your design. You know, even though it might seem this simplistic design, it does become your design, it does become a legal document, and those logbooks prove that those documents are forwarded to your design and your ideas. If something that's become patentable or something like that. Just a little thought that I've seen some signatures. Just wanted to put a mark on that. I looked down the middle of the thing here.
No, thank you.
Here's a thought here, and this is a question on defense here. We have to actually mark a mark here. I'm going to talk to the designers there. I don't know who actually was the designer there, but when did you become knowledgeable of the plastic injection process within your design? When did you become knowledgeable on the manufacturing process of injection molding in your design? How far in the project did you said, oh, we better go and research plastic injection molding?
Well, two of the people in our project had already taken a plastics class, and in addition to that, last semester, if you recall, I borrowed a plastics book from you, and we did do some research, and I'm not going to say we're experts by any means in injection molding, and I did take the plastics class this semester while we were working on the project.
And the two design graphics guys, I'm just going to ask you guys that.
Yeah.
When did you guys become familiar with the process of injection molding as you're doing the machine design for the process of injection molding?
As we were doing the test runs, and when I saw how it, first of all in our bench test, how it worked, and then as we put the machine together and ran test molds, and then I got to see how it worked that way.
I do got a follow-up question on that, is that you do take a process class. I think that's what you get in design graphics. You learn a little bit about injection molding during that class, because I know Carrie's brought his class down here, and we've shown him the injection molding. Another little process there. How do you feel knowing the process benefits you as the designer prior to designing a machine?
Well, go ahead.
Well, you can't really design something without knowing how it's going to work, you know, how a product's going to be made. You know, that's the whole point of it, is, you know, once you know the process and what needs to be done, then you can go and design it and make a part or make a machine for what you're trying to make.
So how did that benefit you, the process of special design graphics?
I think it was beneficial to see how our machine interacted with the barrel and the mold, and then the design that had to take place there, the connection pieces in between them.
So when you were back in the processes class, how important was it to know about those processes versus the time you actually start producing the design of a machine for that process? You have to think back when.
What class is that?
Manufacturing
I
process.
think Rick teaches it sometimes, but I can't remember.
Carrie
who else
teaches it
does.
sometimes,
Yeah, it's manufacturing. You just
I
talked
think,
about
I
it.
think Kelly's just taught it a few times.
Yeah,
Well, we're trying to transcript.
we just talked about it.
Yeah, that was a big review class, if I remember right. I took it from Rick my first semester. And so, no, I didn't really remember that much from the class.
At least she's honest, right?
But when you start a design, I learned that you need to do some research before you start. I think anytime that you're gonna, when I get a job, anytime I'm asked to do a design, I'm gonna have to do research so that I'm updated on how something works, so I'm not designing in the dark. So I think that's part of the design process is research.
Okay, now as your customer, so Brad, how do you think you relate to the customer?
I think throughout the design process, I think that we really took to heart your requests for your design, and we found ways to interpret that into parts. And you may or may not agree with me, but I really think that we met most, if not all, your requirements.
We'll find out about 5 minutes, won't we?
Yeah, yes sir, we will. Go ahead.
Just as kind of a follow-up with George, you know, in a team project, my experience has been that not everyone who's involved in that design process needs to be an expert in the application or the function of the machine. You have to understand a lot of form and fit, but the function sometimes can be a higher level understanding by at least one person in the group has to understand the complete overall function, and he's the one that communicates with the customer. Everybody in the group is not going to be an expert in injection molding, and doesn't need to be, in my view. It helps that the more of them are, but my experience has been, I mean, I've been involved in projects, design projects, where I knew very little about vertical rocket dynamic testing, but yet I was involved quite intimately in the process of designing a machine to do that, because I was just like you were, following the instructions and the requirements of the customer. He understood it intimately, and if I listened to him very carefully, I could meet his expectations, just like you were doing there. So I guess, George, what I'm saying is, you know, it's a very long time learning process, and we can't be experts. All of you could not necessarily be experts, and don't need to be in injection molding in order to meet the customer's expectations.
So you're saying you were borderline rocket scientist?
Yeah.
The guy at Oxford, actually, his title was rocket scientist.
That's awesome. Okay, does anybody else have
Just a
any-
follow-up
Go ahead.
question on your logbooks. I want to hear your honest feedback. Did you use your logbook, and what's your opinion of a logbook in senior project?
I'd like to go first on that question. No, well, because I think that more than just me should say something about it, but
Yeah, I'd like all of you to.
yeah, all of them you should. I used my logbook a lot, not as much as I should have, but it was good for keeping notes and writing down ideas a lot the first semester, because we really wanted to take the suggestions that you all gave us of our design, and I hope that you'll see that. I don't know if you guys have notes or anything that you wrote from last semester, but I hope that you'll see that we really took what you told us last semester and we tried to follow your advice. You'll see that in the hopper, you'll see that in the injection system and the lever and stuff like that. And the logbooks helped with that. And so I think a logbook, yes, is definitely beneficial to someone in their work.
I just want to make one more comment. I think that this was a project that required a lot of just straightforward hard work. which is something that you'll probably do about 98% of your career. It may not be the most glamorous project that you could have ever worked on, but it's a good, straightforward, nuts and bolts, very representative of what you guys have learned here at Weaver. I think the team should be commended for just a really good, I mean, I didn't hardly ever see it. It's usually very, very typical for senior project. First semester, you always see the teams, and they're always meeting, and they're always in the conference room. And second semester, you never see them, and I didn't really ever see you guys, and that meant that you were off making it happen.
Yeah.
So,
I want to
just
commend,
hats off to you. Just a great job. Great job.
yeah. I want to commend him too, because I'm out there out in the shop all the time, and they were out in the shop all the time working. So that was, very impressive. in that
Sometimes
sense.
during your class, too.
I don't kick them out very often. Most of the test. But yeah, they were out there working hard, and I do appreciate you guys working hard on it. You guys did buckle down, and though there was some communication, butting ahead, you always work it out, and that's the best thing I saw about what you guys did. Out there, worked hard, and you know how to butt your problems out and get it done. And that's commendable.
Thank you.
You guys make our college and our department look really good.
Let's, thanks for your comments. Let's finish answering Jeremy's question so he doesn't feel like we ignored him.
Even if you just give a thumbs up or a thumbs down.
Thumbs up. I liked it because it helped me if I had an idea to sketch it up and to see the good and the bad and then see that idea evolve too. So I enjoyed the evolution of it.
I give it a thumbs up. I use Logbook at work myself personally too, and I enjoy it. It gives you trackability. My logbook wasn't that great, I'll admit here, because once the semester started, I was just pretty much on the floor making parts, and that kind of became my logbook for the semester.
Yeah, well, exactly like him, the second semester my logbook just kind of sat in my backpack and didn't really ever come out too much. I think a logbook's a good idea, especially for a senior project, because that's what you're going to be needing when you go get a job. You got to keep track of everything you've been told, everything you're doing, just to kind of save your butt if anything comes up.
I think it's a good idea as well, because I think in design you're going to be writing stuff anywhere, so you can think through a process. So it's nice that it's all in one place, and then you can go back and look at what the things that you decided, and because I remember looking back at things that I had written down to remember what I had done.
One idea that happened to our group this semester is we lost a member. So we lost about 10 weeks of work. So without her logbook, we would have had to start from ground zero. But we had her logbook, and she had done a decent job in her logbook, so we were able to salvage about 6 weeks of work. So just kind of food for thought. You will be using this out in the industry. It may not be called a logbook, you may call it a journal, you may call it scratch paper, or you may call it email, but you need to document what you're doing, just in case something happens to one of you guys. You'll see your stuff.
Just a suggestion, next time make your presentation longer so there's less time for questions.
Let's go out there.
Yeah, we need to finish up so we can get going. Let's just real quick go out and show you guys the machine.
There's this right.
Good job.